Helga doesn't know that. Then Ostarion, you walk into the city, you find the market. Again, this is a more military city than Draklin is. It's set up in a much more strategic manner, with the tiered rooftops that get taller the further into the city you get, and a few other things like that. You do find the market district. It's kind of closer to the outskirts of town so that you can keep it simpler, and it's not as important to defend as, like, say, the royalty or lords and ladies and things like that. So you find it pretty quickly, and you go and get some food.
Okay.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or just like a warm meal?
Well, food, sure, just whatever. I don't really care. But then I maybe would like to ask the person who's selling me food if there's, like, any, like, magical or extra interesting items. Someone who sells, like, interesting stuff like that.
We do have a couple of those people. There's one near the inner curtain that actually he's in his, what would that be? I guess this is his 111th birthday. I think next Thursday. Something like that. But he's been, he's human, and he's been working with magic items in Flintlocke since he came of age.
Could you give me directions to this place?
Yeah, so if you're just going up the main road and you're heading towards the inner curtain, if just before you get there, not the last street before you go down, but the one before that, you take that left, and you go down until you hit a T intersection that doesn't let you go down that road anymore, and then you turn right. It's right up against the wall right there.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll head there after I finish my...
Alright, then the charge for your food is a silver.
Okay.
Alright. Then you, after eating and then heading that way, you reach the shop. And before you go in, so you guys hit the road again after you finish eating lunch. Is there anything you're doing within the party before you hit Flintlocke?
Can we ask him where it is in Flintlocke beforehand, so we kind of have an idea?
Yeah, so if you're heading towards the main gates, you get about 2/3 the way from the outer gate towards the inner gate. And about 2/3 the way up, if you turn right, then go about, say, a quarter mile. That's where the school is, and that's where we're heading.
Alright, cool. One more quick thing. I would like to turn to Flintlocke and be like, so I learned a couple new things. So if we're going into a fight here, I'm thinking, since I could turn into a bear now, and since you have such a long weapon, how would you feel about riding onto me into battle? Nothing weird about it?
As long as you ride me close enough so that I can hit it with my glaive, then I'm fine.
Alright, awesome.
The thing to remember is that bears are large creatures, which means they take up a 2x2 on a grid. Which means that from wherever he is, he can reach 2 spaces out. So you'll probably have to be adjacent to whatever he's attacking. Just putting that out there.
Alright. Yeah.
Together, we are bear cavalry. And there's nothing that can stop bear cavalry.
Yeah. Do you get, like, bonuses and stuff from mounted combat? I think, or I would have to look at it.
You have to take I believe there's a feat that makes it so that you get bonuses. Otherwise, it's just, yeah.
It's still pretty cool, though.
Unless you're going full charge, then I'm not sure of those rulings. But, like, if you get going full speed, I believe you're harder to hit and you hit more reliably or something like that.
The truth is, dwarves actually suck at mounted combat.
This is true, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to fail spectacularly once.
All right, then Ostarion, you walk in, and this man is standing behind the counter, and you wouldn't think him to be a day over 83.
Okay. Sure. A quick question, like before,
Yeah.
like just as I'm like walking there, like, what's like the general like mood of the city? Like, are things seem to be pretty normal, or like I'm just wondering about like the atmosphere. And
Have
whatnot.
you ever been to like New York?
No, but
So when you're in New York and you're walking down the street, like people don't make eye contact with you. They have a place they're going and they go there and they get there quickly as fast as possible, and they just don't stop walking. They don't stop to chat. They just go, and so it's not necessarily that they like, are, like it's a bad state of being. They're just in a hurry, and that's really the way that the entire city feels.
all right, but things seem pretty normal.
Yeah, and more than like in Draclin, they all have like a sword on their hip or a dagger or something like that. But that's yeah.
Can appreciate that. All right, so then at the shop, I guess. Hello.
Why, hello there.
I was told that you sell magical goods.
You could say that.
What is your like expertise, I suppose?
Mostly trinkets and things that entertain.
Things that entertain. All right.
Well, in a city like this, where so many people are so uptight, you gotta make sure they know how to let loose every once in a while.
I feel like I walked into a magical sex shop or something. What's happening? Okay. Well, I had a couple things that I was wondering if perhaps. First off, I had several things that I would wonder if you. I don't know if you do any like alchemy or anything like that, but I had several parts of a dragon that I don't know if you perhaps would be interested in purchasing.
Dragon?
Yes, I have teeth and talons and spines, stuff like that.
Did you get the eyeballs?
I did not, unfortunately.
The tongue?
No.
What color was it?
It was a white baby dragon.
Did you harvest any of the frost crystals?
I did not, no.
Bones?
Aside from the teeth, no.
Scales?
I have spines, but no. Just saying, DM. I just have what you gave me, so shrug.
I mean, I could take what you do have, but I don't have any particular use for it.
Okay, that's fine. Like, is there any? Do you know of anybody else that might possibly?
Certain lords and ladies are interested in that kind of thing, as trinkets or trophies of valor.
There aren't any other like magic or exquisite dealers you could think of.
Actually, you said you have a spine?
I do, yes.
How large is it?
Well, I have 5 small spines and 1 normal-sized spine. Sure.
May I see it?
Sure.
So he picks it up, or he takes it from you, and he just starts turning it over, looking at it, and he takes out what looks to be some kind of chisel, and he just on the edge that was connected to the dragon itself, he just touches the chisel to it and scrapes slightly at the piece, not enough to damage it. Nobody would even notice if they weren't looking for it. But he says, I could use this.
All right.
I could give you 10 gold.
Well, how about we make a little trade. I'll give you all of the spines from the dragon, and you can just take a look at several items that I've procured and tell me if they're one, I guess, magical, and then if they are, we can work from there. How does that sound?
So the spine's just for information if things are or are not magical.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fair to me.
All right. We'll take that deal. So he collects the spines from you, and he just has you lay items out on the table. Which items are you doing?
The 3 rings, my stealthy galoshes, the unknown block, and I guess the dragon chest set, because I don't know exactly what that is or does. And I think that's it, I believe.
When you pull out the dragon chest set, he asks you, do you think there's something additional with this chest set, or just the normal enchantments?
I have no clue. I honestly have... I'm not much of a chess player, but I procured this, and I was... I have no idea what dragon chess is, so...
Fair enough. So he starts casting a spell over the items. You said the 3 rings, the 1 ounce block of unknown metal, and the chest set, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And the stealthy galoshes. Even though I do know they're magical, I was wondering if there's any extra information.
The actual
that he could give me.
Yeah, he guide. Okay. So he starts casting a spell. You've heard Captain Helga cast a spell called Detect Magic, and a lot of the words of this language you are picking up are very, very similar, but there seem to be bits and pieces added to it that are increasing the strength of the spell itself.
Okay.
And as he casts this spell, it takes him about 5 minutes to fully cast the spell. But afterwards, he looks up and says, "How did you come across these rings?"
Procured them on my travels.
Most interesting.
He stole them.
Did I get this guy's name, by the way?
You didn't. You could ask if you want. But he asks you, did they happen to be with the dragon?
They did, actually. Or some of them, anyway.
Huh.
Do you have some connection there? What is the significance?
Well, there just have been an increasing number of dragons in the region. And, you know, dragons tend to pilfer.
Sure. This dragon was fairly small, though.
As I can tell from the spines. Anyway, they're rightfully yours. You found them. These galoshes, as you call them.
Can I do an insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to see if he's telling me everything or if he's...
Yeah. Whew.
I want to know if he's hiding information or...
He is very definitely holding back information, but nothing he said to you has been a lie.
Okay.
Alright. Onto these galoshes, as you called them. They are semi-common item known as boots of elven kind. While you wear these boots, your steps make absolutely no sound, regardless of the surface you're moving across. You also have a bit of an advantage when it comes to sneaking past people, especially when it relies on moving silently.
Okay. Thank you for that information.
So in other words, you have advantage on stealth checks that require moving silently.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's not new information. So
And the dragon chess set is just a dragon chess set. That's it.
What is dragon chess?
Oh, it's an amazing game. I've played it since I was young. Wow, when did I... 93 years ago. I won my first game against my father.
You have a astounding memory, sir.
I have been told as much. If you wish, I could teach you how to play.
Perhaps some other time, friend. I have some matters to attend to, so.
As you wish, Rogala.
Alright. You seem to know my name, friend.
I'm
I don't
thirsty
think I
now.
caught yours.
That's crazy.
Well, I have gone by many names.
I don't know.
Which would you like?
But
Whichever
I
one
think
you prefer.
you filled it up earlier.
Yo, Jim, your mic's...
I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Thanks for finding it.
What did you say, Ost?
Whichever one you prefer.
Whichever one I prefer. Give me a second, I forgot his name.
Nice.
In the closet. I'm keeping it safe for
Yo,
you.
Jim, your mic's on.
Sorry.
No worries.
I think I turn it off and then it turns back on. Or maybe I just forget to turn it off.
Yeah, it like just came on a little bit ago. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. Somebody's punking me.
Yeah, dude.
What's his name? My name's wow, I can't say it. Rathian Sharendo.
Okay. I don't know if I can say that either. You just want to like put it in chat or something? Yeah.
Like that.
Okay. And then what about the unknown block?
Yes, that was most interesting. The only magics I were able to detect on it were magics intended to hide magical quality.
So is there a way like around that? I'm not particularly well versed in
If
magic myself, so.
in the case that you wanted to leave it with me for an extended period of time, I might be able to break through, but there is a chance of the destruction of the item in the process.
Well, I'd rather not have it destroyed. Do you know if...
It is a minimal chance. It is more likely that I fail and have the item be preserved as is than for the item itself to be destroyed.
Okay. Do you have any idea what it could be? Like, have you seen anything like this before?
I've heard of a similar item. I'm not sure what it ended up being, though.
So basically, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will take that into consideration. I don't know if no offense to you, sir. Like, you don't know if there'd be anybody like perhaps like more well versed in magic that could maybe give me a more definitive answer.
Not within this city. You didn't hear this from me. But there may or may not be one in the unknown lands who would be able to help with such things.
Why didn't I hear it from you?
Because you didn't.
No, I think I did.
No?
I mean, I did, but that's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure. Whatever you want, man. So I'm fairly certain that you know more about these rings than you're telling me. I would be happy to pay you some amount if you'd be willing to give me all the information that you know. But I am pretty sure that you're not telling me everything.
I do not have much interest in money. But there is something you could do for me. And if you manage to succeed, I would give you the additional information when you returned.
Depends on what the task is.
He starts rummaging through some cupboards behind the... Anyway, he starts rummaging through the cupboards behind the counter, and he pulls out this box. And at first glance, it just looks like a jewelry box. And he puts it on the table, and he says, 32 years ago, I was tasked with opening this box. I have yet to succeed.
Can you describe the box for me?
Yeah, so as you're looking over the box, it's a very patterned box, and you start to see as you're looking closer at it, there are different decorations of different animals around the edges, but as you're looking in the centers, you start to see different gears and turning mechanisms.
Okay. Who gave you the task to open it, if I might ask?
One who taught me the ways of the magical touch.
Is that what we're calling it now?
A magical touch. Dude, this sex shop is it's getting a bit weird, dude. Oh. Might I ask if that would happen to be Theodrex?
Theodrex Fullborn. You know of him?
Yeah, I very recently had a run-in with him.
Recently?
Yes, I take it that you too thought that he was deceased.
I went to his funeral.
Well, something or someone, possibly him, I was at his home in Baresh. It was like a metal automaton, right? That was what those things were. Yeah, it was in the form of like a metal machine or automaton, but it definitely thought that it was Theodrex or some version of him.
Interesting. But no, he was not the one who gave me the box.
Who did? I understand if you're hesitant to tell me who gave you a task, but as you said, it's been quite some time, so...
At the time, he had yet to travel to the unknown lands.
I see. Did you not say that to me either?
That I did say.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Is there any more information you can give me about like the box or like?
He told me that there was something inside that would make my wildest dreams come true. And honestly, I don't even care about what's inside. I just want to know how to open it.
Okay. I assume you've attempted magical means to like determine. All right. Can I do like a perception check on the box or anything?
Investigation if you're trying to learn how to open it. Perception if you're just looking over it.
Can I do both? Is that all right?
Yeah, I don't care. You gain no further insights in the method of opening the box.
Okay.
You can tell that in some way, the top of the box, even though it's a rectangular box about that size, the top of the box itself is intended to rotate in some way.
Okay. So besides like the obvious like gears and like carvings and whatnot, there's no like
Nothing else that stood out to you.
Okay. Well, sir, I guess since I don't have a better option, I will have to take this deal of yours. Do you mind if I take the box with me?
That's fine. He did tell me that there was an enchantment on the object that if I lost it and wished it to return to me, all I had to do was ask. So
Ask who?
Just ask. I've actually lost it before, and all I had to say was, "Man, I really wish I had that box back," and it appeared in my hands.
All right, that's interesting. Guess I'll put it in my bag.
Okay.
Let me think. All right. I guess is there any like wares that you think I might be interested in, by chance?
Unless you're interested in similar puzzles, then no.
Okay.
Any items of strategic value, I usually sell to the local militias.
Usually.
Usually.
So not all the time.
Not always.
There's nothing else you have?
Not with me at the moment.
Alright. Alright. Thank you for your time then, sir.
My pleasure.
I guess I'll walk out with the box.
Sounds good.
And the rings, and I make sure I have everything.
All your stuff.
Yeah. Alright. How much does this box weigh?
It is 2 pounds.